friend, let me begin by telling you something that may sound strange to you. The path to greatness is not smooth. It is not wide, and it is not easy. It is filled with stones, sharp turns, and deep valleys. But those very difficulties, those trials, you fear they are not your enemies. No, they are your teachers. They are the hands that shape you, the fire that forges you. You see, I have studied the lives of the most successful men of history. Men like Abraham Lincoln, Thomas Edison, and Andrew Carnegie. And I have found a truth so clear, so constant, that I must share it with you now. Success never comes without hardship. Look at the blacksmith. He takes a rough piece of iron, cold, stiff, and without shape. He does not cry over its useless form. No, he places it in the fire and he begins to strike. Each hit from the hammer bends the metal. Each strike, though painful to watch, brings purpose and power. And in the end, what comes out of that fire and hammer is not a piece of junk. It is a mighty sword. Life is much the same. Each difficulty you face is a blow from the hammer. Each loss, each failure, each sleepless night, these are not there to break you. They are there to shape you. They make you stronger, wiser, and more prepared. Do not run from your troubles. Do not hide when life becomes hard. Instead, stand up and face them. Look them in the eye and say, I am ready. For that is what separates the man who succeeds from the one who does not. The successful man does not ask for comfort. He asks for strength. There is no growth in comfort, just as there is no fire in a still furnace. Growth lives where comfort dies, in the furnace of effort, in the flames of persistence, in the pressure of challenge. That is where you become more than what you were. Let me tell you something else. Hardship is not a punishment. No, it is a preparation. Life does not test the weak to destroy them. It tests the worthy to strengthen them. Every time you fall and rise again, you build a little more strength. Every time you cry but keep moving, you gain another piece of wisdom. Every hard thing you go through adds to your spirit. Slowly, without even noticing, you are becoming a giant among men. But you must choose this path. It is not forced upon you. The door to greatness does not open with haste. It opens with effort, with sweat, with tears, and yes, even with pain. And yet, oh my friend, the reward is worth it. You will discover a strength you never knew you had, a patience you never imagined, a will so strong it can bend the world around you. This is not a gift. It is not something you were born with or without. It is something you build. And you build it by facing what is hard, not avoiding it. You must understand the easy path leads to small places. But the difficult road, the one filled with storms and shadows, that is the road that leads to greatness. Let us look at an example. Thomas Edison, a man who tried over 10,000 times to create the electric light. 10,000 failures. But he did not stop. Why? Because he understood something most people do not. Each failure was not the end. It was part of the journey. Each mistake taught him something new. Each error brought him closer to the right answer. When asked if he felt like a failure, Edison replied, "No, I have not failed. I have just found 10,000 ways that won't work. That, my friend, is a mind shaped by fire. A mind made for success, and you too have that same fire inside of you. But you must be willing to go through the process. You must be willing to walk the long road. You must be willing to fall and rise, to cry and fight, to hurt and heal. Do not wish for life to be easy. Wish instead to be strong enough to face a hard life. It is not the man who walks a smooth path who becomes great. It is the man who climbs the mountain, who walks through the storm, who keeps going when others have stopped. There is greatness in you, but it is not sitting on the surface. It is buried deep, and only through effort, through trial, through fire, only then will it come forth. Remember this: the strongest trees grow in the strongest winds. The deepest roots grow in the hardest ground, and the greatest men are born in the hardest times. So when you face your struggle, do not curse it. Do not fear it. Thank it, for it is shaping you into something greater than you were. Your destiny is not waiting on the other side of comfort. It is waiting beyond the trial, beyond the pain, beyond the test. Rise up, face your challenge, step forward with courage, and say to the world, I will not be broken, I will be made, for the fire that burns also purifies. And the man who walks through fire and does not quit, that is the man who changes the world. My friend, now that you understand the value of struggle, let me give you the second key to greatness: a definite purpose. A man without a purpose is like a ship without a sail, drifting on the waters of life, moving wherever the wind takes him. But a man with a clear purpose, he is like a train on a track, fast and focused, heading exactly where he means to go. You see, success does not visit the man who waits. It visits the man who knows what he wants and moves toward it with all his heart. When you decide what you want, truly, deeply want, the world begins to clear a path for you. Doors begin to open. Hot people begin to appear. Ideas begin to flow. But none of this happens until you decide. There is magic in decision. There is power in commitment. Do not say, I'll try. Say, I will. Do not say, maybe one day. Say, now is the time. Because a weak aim leads to a weak life, but a clear aim gives birth to strength, to courage, to greatness. Think of a magnifying glass. When the sun's rays pass through it in a wide beam, they warm the paper. But when the light is focused to one small point, the fire begins. The same energy, but now directed. That is what purpose does to your life. It takes your scattered thoughts and scattered actions and brings them together. And when all of you is moving in one direction, you become unstoppable. I ask you today, what is your purpose? Why are you here? What burns inside your heart when you are alone and honest? Is it to build, to lead, to create, to teach, to serve? Do not let the world answer that question for you. Find the answer within yourself, because your purpose is not outside you. It is already in you. You must only listen and believe. Once you find that purpose, write it down. Speak it out loud. Repeat it daily. Let it live in your thoughts, in your heart, in your blood. Say it like this: I will become your purpose here, and I will not stop until I do. Make your purpose your prayer. Make it your promise. Make it your path. But remember this: purpose without action is just a dream, and dreams without action are dust. Take steps, even small ones. A man who moves slowly but never stops will pass the one who stands still, waiting for the perfect moment. There is no perfect moment. There is only now. When I began my own journey of study and writing, I was not praised. I was not rich. I was not known. But I had a purpose: to study success and share it with the world. That purpose pulled me forward every day. And when the days were long and the nights were cold, I reminded myself, I have a mission. I have a reason. I must continue. And you must say the same to yourself, because a man with a mission does not stop when he is tired. He stops when he is done. Now listen closely, my friend. Your purpose is not just for you. It is also for the world. When you rise, others rise. When you build something great, others are inspired. Your light helps others see. Think of the great men who came before us. Did they live only for themselves? No. They lived with purpose, and they lived to serve. Purpose gives you power, but it also gives you responsibility. When you know why you are here, you must no longer waste time. You must no longer chase small pleasures. You must no longer fear failure. Why? Because your mission is bigger than your fear. Purpose kills fear. Purpose kills doubt. Purpose kills laziness. It is the sword in your hand, the wind at your back, the fire in your soul. You may be poor now. You may be weak. You may be lost. But if you decide on a purpose, you have taken the first step toward wealth, strength, and clarity. Even the smallest candle gives light in the darkest room. Your purpose is that candle, but remember, you must protect it. There will be voices that try to blow it out. People who tell you it is foolish. People who laugh. People who doubt. Do not listen. Their words are empty. Your purpose is full. Say to them, I know where I'm going. You may not see it, but I do. And keep walking. Walk when it's hard. Walk when it's lonely. Walk when no one believes. Just keep walking. Because a man with purpose and persistence is the most powerful force in the world. One day, the same people who doubted you will ask, how did you do it? And you will smile, not with pride, but with peace. Because you knew all along. Greatness begins the moment you choose a direction and never turn back. So decide. Decide today. Write your purpose on the wall of your heart. Let it echo in your thoughts. Let it burn in your actions. And then rise up. Move forward. Take the first step. Your journey is waiting. My friend, now that you have learned the value of struggle and you have chosen your definite purpose, it is time for the next key to success. Faith. What is faith? Faith is not just a prayer spoken in silence. It is not just a hope whispered in the dark. Faith is belief in action. Faith is trust in yourself, even when the world doubts you. Faith is the light you carry when the road ahead is covered in fog. You cannot see the full path, but you walk anyway. Without faith, no man can achieve greatness, because every great goal, every bold dream, looks impossible before it is done. Men will tell you it cannot be done. They will say, be realistic. But listen to me. Every tower that stands today once existed only in the mind of a man who had faith. Faith is what takes your dream from the unseen world and brings it into reality. You see, fear and faith both ask you to believe in something you cannot see. Fear believes in failure. Faith believes in victory. And you must choose which one will rule your life. A man filled with faith cannot be defeated. He may be delayed, but not destroyed. He may be pushed down, but he will rise again because he believes. I have spoken to many successful men in my time, men who built great fortunes, who created great empires, who lifted nations with their ideas, and in every one of them, I found this common thread: unshakable belief. They believed in themselves when others did not. They believed in their purpose when there was no proof it would work. They believed in their vision even when they were laughed at. Let me tell you this. If you do not believe in yourself, no one else will. The world is a mirror. If you show it doubt, it will give you back struggle. If you show it fear, it will give you back failure. But if you show it faith, it will give you back victory. You must say to yourself, I can, I will, I must. Say it even when you do not feel it. Say it until you do feel it. Because words repeated with emotion become beliefs, and beliefs shape destiny. Now you may ask, how do I build faith? You build faith the same way you build muscle, by using it. Take action. Even a small step in the direction of your purpose builds strength in your soul. Every step forward says, I believe. Every effort made says, I trust the process. And with each step, your faith grows. Do not wait to feel confident. Action comes first. confidence follows. When a baby first learns to walk, he stumbles and falls. He is not skilled, but he is full of faith. He does not say, maybe walking isn't for me. No, he tries again, and soon he runs. You must be like that child. Try, fall, rise, repeat. Faith does not mean you will never doubt. It means that even when doubt whispers in your ear, you keep moving forward. Some days will be hard. Some nights will feel heavy. But if you hold on to faith, those days will pass. And the morning will come. And let me tell you something else. Faith connects you to something greater than yourself. There is a force in this world, unseen but powerful, that responds to belief. I have felt it. I have seen it in the lives of men who trusted their purpose and acted with courage. Doors opened for them that were once closed. People appeared to help them. Money came when they needed it. Strength rose within them when they were tired. Some call it the law of attraction. Some call it God. I call it the power of faith. And it never fails a man who truly believes, so speak your dream out loud. Act on it daily, refuse to quit, and watch how the universe begins to bend in your favor. Let others doubt. You must believe. Let others complain. You must create. Let others wait. You must act. Because the man who walks by faith creates the world he desires. He does not just accept life. He shapes it. And if fear returns, and it will, you must face it with fire in your eyes. Say to fear, you have no power over me. Say to failure, you are just a lesson, not my end. Faith speaks louder than fear. And when your faith is louder, your fear becomes small. My friend, never forget, your dream was given to you for a reason. It was not placed in your heart by accident. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. But only if you believe. Believe when it's easy. Believe when it's hard. Believe when the road is clear. Believe when the way is dark. Because faith is not a feeling. It is a decision. A decision to trust, to act, to rise. And that decision will take you farther than any talent, any connection, or any education ever could. So I say to you now, build your faith, guard your faith, strengthen your faith, for it is the bridge between where you are and where you wish to go. It is the fire that burns inside you when all else is cold. It is the invisible hand that lifts you when you feel weak. It is the voice inside that says, keep going, when the world says, give up. And when you walk in faith, the impossible becomes possible. Your future is waiting. Walk toward it with faith. My friend, we have traveled a great distance together. We have spoken of purpose. We have spoken of struggle. We have spoken of faith. Now we come to the final piece. The part that turns thought into result and dream into reality. That part is action. Let me tell you this truth. Nothing happens until you move. You may have the finest plan. You may carry a mighty vision in your mind. You may speak of your dreams with great passion. But if you do not act, your dream will remain only a shadow. Action is the bridge between your thoughts and your results. Too many men wait. They wait for the perfect time. They wait for more money. They wait for someone to approve them. They wait until they feel ready. But the truth is, there is no perfect time. There is only now. And now is all you need. The man who waits is a prisoner. He is chained by his own excuses. He tells himself stories of why he cannot begin, why he must delay, why he is not enough. And while he waits, life passes him by. But the man of action moves. He steps forward even when he is afraid. He begins even when he is unsure. He works even when no one watches. And because he moves, he grows stronger. You see, action is the cure for fear. It is the medicine for doubt. When you act, you break the chains that hold you, and it does not matter how small your action is. If it moves you forward, it is enough. A seed is small, but it contains a forest. So start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. Do. Not be fooled by the world's idea of success. You do not need a big start. You only need a strong one. Take that first step, then the second, then the third. Momentum will come. Confidence will come. Resources will come. When you act, the world responds. Doors open for the man who knocks. Opportunities find the man who moves. Do not wait to be lucky. Create your own luck through labor. Create your own fortune through action. Remember this. Every man you admire began as a beginner. The inventor once knew nothing of invention. The writer once feared the blank page. The leader once stood alone, but they acted. And with each step, they became more. You too can become more, but you must do more. Not tomorrow, today. And you must persist. Action alone is not enough. It must be repeated. It must be sustained. You must keep moving, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. There will be days when you are tired. Move anyway. There will be moments when you fail. Learn, then act again. There will be voices that say you are foolish. Let them speak. You act because a man who acts becomes unstoppable. He is not waiting for permission. He is not asking for sympathy. He is building. He is creating. He is becoming. And what about failure? Failure is not your enemy. It is your teacher. Every great man I have known has failed, and failed often. But they did not stay down. Failure cannot hurt you unless you refuse to rise. Each mistake is a message. Each setback is a lesson. Use them, adjust your path, but do not abandon it. The man of action is flexible, but never weak. He bends, but he does not break. He learns, but he does not quit. He is like water seen her flowing, shaping, breaking rocks with patience. Let me give you one more secret. When you act boldly with faith and purpose, the world will notice. People will be drawn to your energy, help will find you, resources will appear, and you will stand as a light. A man who did not talk about doing, but actually did. And in the end, that is the only difference between the successful and the forgotten. The successful man acted. He did what others only dreamed of. He failed and still acted. He doubted and still acted. He was tired and still acted. He kept moving when others stopped. He kept building when others gave up. And in the end, he reached the top. Not because he was the smartest, not because he was the strongest, but because he acted. And so I say to you, my friend, act now. Write the first page of the book. Make the first call. Take the first step. Face the fear. Try the thing. Move toward the goal and keep moving. One day at a time. One step at a time. Until the vision you carry becomes the life you live. This is your time. This is your life. You have everything you need. A purpose to chase. A heart full of faith. A mind ready for challenge. And a body made to work. Do not let it waste. Do not go to your grave with your song still in you. Sing it now. Live it now. Work it now. Because greatness does not wait, and neither should you. My friend, I have given you what I know. I have walked the path, and I have seen others do the same. I have spoken truth that will not change with time. Purpose, struggle, faith, action. These are the 4 pillars of all achievement. Build your life upon them and you will stand strong. You will rise. You will succeed. And you will leave behind a life that mattered. Not because of what you had, but because of what you became. Now go. The world is waiting. Take your place. Make your mark. And remember, the future belongs to the man who acts.